Hi, I'm Jeru and I make art and poetry. Join me in this little space where we can share the beauty of word and art. Okay, so I have quite a few unfinished paintings which I want to finish. So today, let me take you with me as I finish one of them. This is actually the second time I've already recorded this intro because, of course, I was trying to be ambitious with the first one, with my first recording, and I said this. In the following days, I will try to finish 3 of my unfinished artworks, and hopefully by the end of this video, I have 3 new paintings to share with you guys. Which isn't happening today because I realized that I work with oil and oil painting takes a long time to dry. So instead, I'm gonna make this a series where I take you with me and try to finish my unfinished paintings. So the first painting we're working on is gonna be a Renaissance style painting of my grandparents. So here's a pre-recorded explanation from Jeru from the past on how my thought process is with this entire thing. So I hope you enjoy. Stay until the end. And yeah, let's hop right into it. So the first one I'll be working on is a portrait of my grandparents. As you see, I've already laid down the sketch for it, and it's been sitting on my desk for months now. I haven't painted anything yet. My plan for this is to make it into a Renaissance style portrait. I've actually done it with one of my grandparents as well. This is my grandmother. I really like the style of royalty paintings in the Renaissance period, minus the clothes, those big poofy, roughly colors. So I opted for a more Victorian era style of clothing, but so that's what I planned for that. So let's get into it. So here I am preparing my palette by squeezing out all the colors I think I would need for the current painting that I am working on. This helps me with pre-mixing the colors. Pre-mixing the colors actually helps you with anticipating what colors you would use in your palette. Also, pre-mixing beforehand is so much easier, especially if you're working in larger areas. So for the initial painting, or rather the base painting, I pre-mix all my colors before applying it to the canvas. Now that my colors are all pre-mixed, I am now ready to paint on the canvas. I start by applying the darkest areas first so that I can map out where the shadows would fall and where my light source would be. In this case, since I'm working on older people, it usually falls on wrinkles as well as the prominent facial features of my grandparents. I then apply a neutral base color in which I could build the skin tone upon. I also blend it to the shadows so that it could be more seamless, like human skin. I usually just keep on blending until I'm happy with how it looks. And then using a smaller brush, I just deepen the shadows where they should be deepened. After applying the base color, I go back with a smaller brush and add color to the shadows that might have been lost during the base color application. At the same time, I also start to work on adding general shapes to map out the details. The reason why there is so much back and forth blending is because we are working on aged skin, which has lots of folds. But if you observe aged skin in real life, it's not a 2D line across your forehead or at the corner of your eyes. Some wrinkles are softer, some are deeper, depending on the lighting. You just have to observe the reference photo you are using and make adjustments where it is needed. I then start to bring warmth to the face by adding red in areas where usually red is found, like the cheeks, the corner, and the under eyes, and as well as the bridge of the nose. I then take a detail brush to add fine lines and the finer details found on the face. I also use the same brush to accentuate the laugh line and the corner of the mouth. I then take a clean brush and blend out some of the harsher lines to get a seamless effect. Okay, hi. It's the second day now of trying to finish a bunch of unfinished paintings. So I didn't manage to do a lot yesterday, but I was able to finish the base painting of my grandmother, as you see right there. I'll be working on the details and the rest of the painting today. With my grandpa, I basically did the same, but using an azure tone because the undertone of my grandfather is different from my lola. So I start with the shadows and then apply the base and then blend until I'm happy with it.
just checking in today. I didn't paint anything today because I was waiting for my oil paint to dry, but it's I've laid down the base colors. So, yeah.
Unlike acrylics, which dry almost immediately, oil paint dries anywhere between 3 days to weeks or months, depending on how thick you apply your paint. I personally paint in thin layers, so it's easier for me to let my layers dry. In this case, it took about 4 days for the base layer to dry completely. The last stage before varnishing is to add the final details to the painting. In this case, some adjustments to the facial features, the hair, and the clothes and accessories. Okay, so here is the end product. Oh, the light is so harsh. Anyway, it's still. I put B-roll shots of this, so there's that. This took me about 11 hours in total, including drying time. So there's that, and I'm done with this painting. Look at them. Yeah. So it's still drying right now. So thank you for stopping by and joining me in finishing that painting. There is a lot more to come because, as I said, I have quite a few unfinished paintings that I want to finish, and hopefully you could join me in that journey as I finish them one by one. So join me again next time as we tackle another unfinished painting, and I hope you enjoy this video. Bye! Why is it so hot?